Ready, steady.
Hello, everyone. This is Itamar, your tour guide here in Jerusalem. And we are continuing our journey in the virtual tourism world, meeting guides from all over the world, hopefully soon enough, meeting entrepreneurs that are involved in the field of virtual tourism. And let's see how things going. We're still in our quest to find more and more beautiful guides that work virtually since COVID. And today we are visiting Croatia with our friend Anita. Hi. How are you?
Hi, Tamar. It is so nice to meet you. I'm fine, thanks. I'm always fine.
Yeah, that's great.
It's hot here, you know.
It's hot?
It was yeah.
How
It
much?
was 36 in my
36
car.
Celsius. Oh, in Jerusalem,
Yeah.
we have these temperatures, but not quite yet. We are having some nice cool breeze now for this evening, and now very comfortable. But I think that there is a heat wave going on in
Well,
all of Europe. This is not virtual, the heat wave. This is pretty serious. So Anita, tell us a little bit about
it was.
yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah,
First of all, I want to say thank you, Itamar, for all that you are doing for us, for your colleagues, and you are really good colleague and friend. Thank you for your support and help. Well, now, what about me? I don't like to talk about me
just say a
or
few
about
words.
myself a lot, but yes,
What you
if
cook,
I start,
what your daughter
maybe
cook.
you will have to stop me. What my daughter cooked. Yeah, you remember of the last tavern that we had. She made me some cake. Well, you said bring the cake or something or some drink. If I took some alcohol, then I would say could say anything. I can't control it. Sometimes it can be out of my control. So she probably knew it, and she decided to make me some cake. And next time when you come here, I will tell her to make it if we ever meet in face
100%
to face.
meeting in
You
person. Yeah.
never know what life brings. Yeah, maybe one day you will come on summer when you escape from Israel from the hot temperature to hot temperature here in Croatia.
100%. But listen, you know what? If you don't want to talk about yourself right away, maybe tell us about the apartment of where you are right now.
Well, I don't see something special. This is apartment of my where I get for
In
my
which
tourists,
city?
In Pakostan, that is one place between Zadar and Šibenik, and I'm showing Zadar and Šibenik in my virtual tours, and I'm somewhere stuck in the middle, in sandwich. Pakostan is one beautiful place. It's in one side it's a Adriatic Sea, and on the opposite side is Vrana Lake, and that is the biggest lake in Croatia. So the position is really amazing.
That's
So
great.
many
Lots of
beautiful.
hikes, lots of hiking trails all
Yeah,
around.
yeah. So wherever you go, whichever part you choose, you will never make mistake.
So let's
Everywhere.
keep that. Let's keep that. What we know about you so far, your location, your daughter makes great food, and maybe tell us not about yourself, but about something that you really like to do on your tours and even your virtual tours.
Yes, this gave me the opportunity to meet people, to meet new people, and my colleagues, new guests. It gave me the opportunity to discover one new world, which I never thought that I will be a part of it. And now I just jumped into it, and it's like narcotic. It takes you, yeah, really. When I'm trying to explain to my colleagues, they know. I don't know. In my county, is there many virtual guides? I know one girl who asked me how does it work. I think she started with it too, but there are not a lot of virtual guides here in my county. So I'm trying to explain them what am I doing, and they are just watching me like this.
Who is this crazy person like that?
So I don't know, is it about me or about, well, yes, this is something new. This is something new, and I find it very well, very good thing. Because through this job, in the period when our colleagues didn't have any job, it was more than 2 years. I always worked. When I say them, I'm working on winter. What? Who are, who are you walking with? Well, then I said to them, I have my clients from United States, from Europe, from Australia, from everywhere. How? How did they come here? We're on virtual way.
They're amazed,
And then
right?
I have to explain them, yes, what do I do and how does it work? And then it sounds interesting to many of them. Um, I discovered one new world. I discovered beautiful people around. Yeah. And I learned about time zones. I always thought it will not be possible to work with it, but now, yes, I did it. I
Yeah,
know what's
that's
the different
good for
time
you.
zone between Jerusalem and Croatia. 1 hour. And in the United States, and so yeah, it's good.
So I really like the word that you said, narcotics. We are getting addicted to technology. We're getting
Yeah.
addicted to the exposure. The amount of exposure that we get is tremendous. It is not. I think I guided in the last 2 years more people than I ever guided in my life, just virtually. So we're talking about tens of thousands and tens of thousands of people that were saw us working, and we can convey our message to them and share our beautiful places with them. But so I really get it connected to the narcotic aspect that you said. Maybe you want to add something about that, like
Well,
the
you
drive that
know,
it gives you, to create maybe new tours or new experiences.
yes, I made many thematic tours. I also discovered some parts of my country, of my region, that I didn't even know. It gives me the opportunity to make some connection and cooperation with, for example, some museums. And I found something. I always discover something new, some new stone, some new artifact here, and I always have some questions. I think I'm sometimes tired to those people who work in museum or in some. I always want to learn something new. And yesterday, for example, what virtual tours brought to me? I have one virtual tour
Mhm.
which I'm preparing for one customers from United States. So they are from Croatia. Their roots are from
Mhm.
Croatia. And I think her grandmother, yes, grandmother, in 1913 she came. She escaped to United States. Namely, it was very hard life in here in this region in Croatia in
First World War, are you talking about?
after the First World War. Yes,
Mhm.
so they were hungry. They didn't have a food. they
Yeah.
have to they had to find some better life, so
Mhm.
they escaped to United States. And her mother was born in United States, and she was born there. And she found out that she have some
Roots.
uh, yes, in Croatia. So she want to discover what is that, how does it part of land looks like, and how does that island look like. So she asked me, I get an email, would I do that? Would I show her the place where her grandmother comes from?
Yeah, like a
And
roots tour.
yes, yes. And yesterday I went to discover. I was researching for something. I felt like Uh, I never thought I will do that like tour guide,
Mhm.
and it gave me opportunity to find out something new. And when I was there, I found an old cemetery, at 8:30, almost darkness. The sunset was down, the
The
sun was
zombies are
down,
almost out. Yeah.
and I was walking through the cemetery, and I was looking the oldest tombs and reading. And there were some people in the olives. They worked in their olive around their olive trees, and they looked at me. How to explain them?
What's wrong
What?
with this
No, I'm
lady?
just working.
Yeah, just
So
have to.
thanks God they don't know me
Yeah.
yet. I hope they didn't have some camera and clicked on me and make some photo of me. And I didn't read any portals to see if there is some crazy woman walking through the cemetery.
And did you find some tombstones with the name, the family name of that
Yes,
lady?
I think I found something. Yes,
Wow, that's
yeah, yeah.
fascinating.
And then I went to the old church and I watched where the area where the family of the father was
Mhm.
living and of the mother. And so yes,
Nice.
I'm prepared. Oh, I found a lot of. I found one more heaven on earth in Croatia, and that was the island that I've never visited before. And when I just came there, just for 10 minutes of driving from the, let's say it, from one place where there is a lot of people, a lot of tourists, I jumped for 10 minutes of driving with the boat in the island where it's all peaceful.
That's
Stony
nice.
houses, narrow streets. Wow, heaven.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. So I
And
must say I really share this enthusiasm with you with when it comes to people's roots, because like I was giving a lot of these virtual tours for families that want to explore and learn about their life, their family's life back in the country of origin. So I had a family from Iraq. My family did it with my family several times in Poland, in Tunisia, in Iraq, in Morocco, in Yemen, and a few other places, Spain as well. So I had this experience of creating virtual tours that are connecting all kinds of places, but I only do it from my home, looking for materials online. But in your case, you can actually research for, the roots of that lady. That's really, really nice. That's cool. So,
yes, and walk
yeah.
through the cemetery in the night. So
So you
romantic.
created a video of all the finds that you had so far?
I made some photos, I made some video, but we have one term and we will go live.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's nice. Great.
yeah.
Okay.
So that is
So,
just one of the stuffs that you can do as virtual guide, walk through the cemetery.
yeah. And yeah, what brought you to virtual tourism to begin with? I mean, how this idea came to you?
It
2020,
looks
2021, when was that?
at the beginning of this Corona situation, and yes, it's right at the beginning, 20, is it when it all
2020?
started?
Yeah.
2020, yes. There was one man who found me in one page with guides, and I don't even remember. I'm on many pages, so I don't remember which one was that. He asked me, "Would you do a virtual tour?" I said, "Are you joking with me?" So, what is it? And he explained to me, yes. And I thought somebody is joking with me. There is no job. I'm tour guide. The season is, we've got what we've got. Everything stopped. And
Hmm.
who is joking now with me? And then when I was continue to talk with him, sending emails and so, I thought maybe this man is not joking. Maybe this is something new. Which I can start with. So I said, what can I lose? He's on the other side of camera. He cannot hurt me or do me something. Or anyway, I can learn something new. So yes, I jumped into that adventure. We had some few hours of training, and so it was very hard at the beginning. And I said to him, please don't let this anyone to see. So it wasn't everything la 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 la, everything high and so good at
It
the
was not
beginning.
smooth, you mean, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I just started on that way, and later, it's just new virtual platforms for virtual tours just
Kim,
came, and so
I
and so
think
and
in a pace of one new platform every 2 weeks or something like that, right?
Almost, yes, yes. So everything else is a history, and so yeah, I found it very good. I think we can help a lot of people with this virtual tourism, and with our virtual tours, and also it gave me the opportunity to connect myself with some very, very good and quality colleagues, and I found out how colleagues can be so good, helpful, and professional. I learned a lot in these 2 years. You know, now when this normally face-to-face tour started, many of my colleagues said to me when I spoke to them how they have to prepare. They don't know how to start with the first tours, and so. And I
Because they
said, my
forgot things of the last
yes,
2 years. Yeah.
yes, yes.
And you are
And I
coming
said,
fresh.
I'm coming fresh, yes. And I said, wow, this is a piece of cake. You know, you don't need to fill the battery. You don't need to bring your camera and gimbal. And so, you know, so I said, wow, this is really funny to me. When I saw the real people in front of me, wow, is this happening? And so, yeah.
That's
So
so
it
cool.
was a really, really good thing to me to do. And do I plan to continue with this? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. I just can't leave the people that I met. I
Wow.
can't leave them. I just miss them. When I'm um, having mostly face-to-face tours. I sometimes I miss my people on the
Mm,
other side of the screen. I
yeah.
miss our meetings, you know, on the winter, and when we had I jumped when I could jump into these meetings, and so
Yeah.
you know, but I miss it sometimes. Yes, and I hope the winter will return us, put us together
Get
again.
us back
So
together. Yeah. People are busy.
yeah, you are really like a family to me, and all those colleagues. I met so many colleagues from the other side, many sides of the world, and
That's
I
so
feel I'm
awesome.
really, yeah, rich. I'm a rich person. Yes.
Yeah, with lots of
Yeah.
friends. So, you
Yeah.
know what? Before we talk about the future, just maybe you said in the beginning that you didn't know that you're going to be a part of this world. And like, you mean because of the technology or because of the mental shift? And what was like the obstacles you had getting yourself into this virtual experience?
Everything, everything. You know, I didn't know about technology a lot. You
Yeah.
know, I know write WhatsApp message and video call, and so that's all. And usually it's happening when my kids are calling me and they say, "Ah, look at you, God, you look like me. You're like a zombie," you know. And now I learned that I have to make some makeup and my hair, and so and so to, to just avoid the situation that people scared of me when they see me. You know? So I hope you don't scare. So
No.
thank you, thank you. It helps a lot. And yes, it was. I didn't know nothing. I bought my first and the last gimbal. I still work on with it. But when I bought my gimbal in the store where I bought it, I asked, "How can I use this? What should I do with this?" Because the man on the platforms told me, the boss is told me, "You have to buy a gimbal." Gimbal what? A gimbal. I came to store. I told them, "Do you have a gimbal?" What? If you don't know what is it, how can I know? Then I had to watch on Google, and it was very hard. When I bought it, I didn't know how to work with it. So they also, when I asked them, how does this work? They said, we don't know. No. So I thought it was, it's airplane outside. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't hear
No, no,
myself.
I hear
So,
you well. Yeah.
okay. And at the beginning I thought that my gimbal is broken, and I brought them this gimbal, and I said it doesn't work. And he said, he said I can send it to the main city to see what's wrong with it. It takes 2 or 3 weeks until you could get it back, but I have to work tomorrow with it. How can I fix it now? So they didn't know, and I cried. Sometimes I cried. I
Wow.
felt so miserable. I said, I don't know then what to do, what to do, and yeah, sometimes it comes a moment when you hear some voice in your head. You have to stop with it. You will never work with it. And then I said, oh yes, I will make it.
No, but I think the moment of frustration that you just shared, I think every one of us experienced that probably multiple times with many other aspects of the technology that we had to deal with. And yeah, so that brings me to the future of it. Uh, it's for me, I see that as as a marketing strategy. It's something that helps me create content for my YouTube channel or my social media. Sometimes, like when I have groups that book me, privately for a virtual tour, that's great. Like that's an actual income. But the question is, like, what do you see the place of it for you? Like, you just want to do that as a part of your engagement with this new virtual community that was created around you, like, or you're going to pursue some other objectives with this?
Well, in my um area around me, uh, when I'm trying to, if you think about, if this is your question, when I'm trying to offer these tours to some agencies or some, you know, they don't understand what is it.
Yeah.
So they take this as a joke, and then I have to explain, and then they think about it. I think people still don't know what opportunities gives the virtual tours to us.
100%. Yeah, I think
Yes,
we all share that.
uh,
Yeah.
there is now not enough knowledge about it,
And
and
awareness to how good this is.
yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
agree.
yeah. And my colleagues, some of my colleagues, when at the beginning thought, yes, what's it? But now when I work with it more than 2 years, and then they come to myself and ask me, how do you do that? I think
Hmm.
we
Yeah.
should start with it too. So yes, I'm always glad when I can help and give them some advice, and why not? So I hope it will create some more positive reactions, and
Yeah, no, you totally answered my question. Again, the question was how are you going to incorporate into your life, your day-to-day life? And you pointed out that the agents, the travel agencies, and the people that are really professional in marketing Croatia and bringing people in, they don't see any value in it, or they don't understand the value of it very well so far, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they don't understand it very well, but I don't care a lot about
No.
it because I've got my market place, and I got some platforms who I'm working with, and it's fixed price. Sometimes I work for tip, and it has its own good characteristics, and but some prices are fixed, and it's most m- more practical,
Yeah.
what
Sure.
I mean. And
Yeah.
um, I'm working as a freelancer, so I offer, if you take it, it's okay. If you don't take it, I'll find some other marketplace,
Yeah. Exactly.
and there is so many places where I can sell my tours, and 1 year, 1 month, 2 months, it will be every day will be better. So
Yeah. I
I
think
don't.
so. Look, my theory is that it's just a matter of time. Like there was this whole
Yes.
shock to the market that tourism collapsed. Now they are getting back to it, and as their wheels are moving and they're recruiting new people and they're gonna get back to their business the way they wanted to, they will think about, okay, but what's the next thing? What's the next thing that can bring me more people that could help me expand my business? And Anita will be there. I was waiting for you the whole time. Something like that.
Well,
Not rubbing your hands, maybe.
no, no. Well, uh, it takes patience, a lot of patience.
100%.
Every time when we start with something, it's hard. Every beginning is hard, but you have to just have to be positive, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to offer yourself to some other medias or platforms or schools, everywhere where it can work.
Yeah.
It takes
No,
time. Everything takes time. Nothing came just through the night. No,
no,
no one
I
success
I
comes through the
totally
night.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
No.
think that we really our group is a group of pioneers in this field. In every country, it seems like there are like these few people, like you can count them in one hand. From in most countries, you can count them in one hand. People that are really invested in virtual tourism, really understand how it works and the different formats it has, and that's great. We have you in Croatia.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yes. And I'm happy because I have some other colleagues in Croatia, like Andrea from Korčula, Vjeran from Split, Trogir, and Nicola from Dubrovnik. Did I
Yeah,
forget somebody? We have it. It works. It will come, or maybe it takes a little more time. But I think those guys that I know that are doing virtual tours, they are so quality, and it's not about the number; it's about the quality. I always,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all you need.
yeah,
That's like the yeast that you put in the dough, so the bread will grow. So you guys are like
sure,
the yeast of
definitely,
Croatia. Tick tick tick, just a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah,
The whole
yeah,
thing can grow
yeah,
with you.
yeah, definitely.
God's willing. Any last words, message to the universe? Something we need to know about Anita and her thoughts?
Well, the message is always just stay positive, trust in yourself, and try. If you don't try, you will never know what you could be successful in, and you have to try and
That's so
believe in
good.
yourself. And I'm so happy because this is a good way for promotion promotion of my country. And yes, I can tell that this is a good promotion of me as a guide, of course. But I always say it's not hard to make a good tour because I'm living in beautiful areas around me. I was born in Zadar, and Zadar is amazing city. This is the town where I grew up mostly of my childhoodness time. I grew up there, and I always come there to fill my batteries. I'm living now about 35 kilometers far from this city, and I miss it always when I'm
Mm,
not here. And when I come there, I really fill my batteries. And so I'm saying that it's easy to make a quality tour if you have a material for working with. And
yeah,
in Zadar, we have so many of them. And that is all. I'm not just saying about Zadar, but I'm just putting it on the top because this is a place where I was grew up, and of course, you are always mostly connected with that kind of place. But for example, some other cities in my country and in my area, like Šibenik, Biograd, Namoru, Nin, uh, so many of beautiful cities and national parks, nature parks in Croatia. wherever you go in Croatia, you will not be disappointed. So it's
Yeah.
my beloved country, and I warmly recommend everyone to come to my country and visit it.
100%. So great. And the what I had a conversation with another guide from a different country, from Africa, actually, just earlier today, and I think that we can actually say that. We are very like-minded people, although we are coming from very different backgrounds and languages and all that. But we do share the passion to show our country as tour guides, and the virtual tourism really gave us the opportunity to do so in the most powerful means technology enable us. Technology gave us these days. So I can totally connect to what you said, and really thank you for your time. And visit Croatia, guys. That's great. Just
Definitely,
reach out to
definitely.
Anita and and to all of you over there. Just be safe with the heat wave right now, and with the new COVID wave that is also raging, I think. And that's it. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Itamar. Thank you, and sending you a warm hellos from Croatia. And take care of yourself, people.
Thank you
Have a
very
lovely
much.
day.
So, guys, keep listening to this podcast about virtual tourism. We'll meet interesting people from all over the world. And until next time.